Before delving into the fear of May 29, 2024, let me introduce myself. I am a regular user named guest_boy21L, enjoying my time on Roblox. I am a 12-year-old boy who has a great passion for Roblox. That night, I was engaged in an informal natural disaster survival game on Roblox. As I wandered around the lobby, I encountered a person with a black avatar. Upon closer inspection, it became apparent that this was not an ordinary player. I greeted her with a hello, but received no response. However, to my surprise, when I turned around, she was right behind me, and she spoke.
You will be intertwined with my destiny for the rest of your life. Please add me as your friend.
What? What do you mean? I typically don't accept friend requests.
You wounded me, and you're a liar.
Upon hearing this, the other players in the game began leaving one by one, until eventually I was kicked out of the server. I'll update you if anything else occurs the next day. I left school early to play Roblox, completely forgetting about yesterday's events. After a few minutes of playing free admin, the memory of the previous day's fear flooded back to me. I confided in my friend about what had happened. Hello, Kay. I need to tell you something. What's going on? I re-encountered the fear-inducing encounter to my friend Kay, and she responded. Did that really happen? The story of the strange user you encountered, HaNHa092202, is quite bizarre. I couldn't sleep last night because of it either. Later, after finishing my conversation with Kay, I was playing Tower of Hell when a player approached me. This player was not no ordinary player. It was HaNHa092202. I was chilled to the bone thinking about how she knew my whereabouts, even though we weren't friends. She said,
As I mentioned yesterday, I will continue to stalk you.
Regardless, I was furious with her, so I ignored her, blocked her, and prevented her from joining any games I'm in. If anything else occurs, I'll update here. I hadn't played Roblox for more than 2 hours, and when I finally opened up Roblox, I received a friend request. The person who applied for a friend is HaNHa092202. I blocked her from interacting with me, but I couldn't understand why she could still apply for friendship. I didn't want to be friends with her, but for the time being, I accepted her request, and she said this in her friend chat.
You are a liar. I don't like you. I have 3 questions for you. Have you ever come across a rusty nail?
After she hurtfully abused me, she asked a question similar to Annie's. Finally, she asked a question in Japanese. When I translated it, it said, Have you ever eaten a raw dog? This question reminded me of Annie. I gave her a good scolding. I scolded her thoroughly because I thought it was a child's prank. After scolding her, I unfriended her and played Brookhaven roleplay. I worked as a police officer with 3 of my friends. As I was patrolling the town, I saw a black shadow. It was HaNHa092202. She looked at me with frightening eyes. I was going to tell my friend who was on patrol with me, but I refrained it. I will update you if anything else happens. I participated in an informal natural disaster survival game where the fear began. When I joined, there were no people. I felt a little lonely, but I played alone. An hour after I joined, a person named Close Maxing joined. I played with him while discussing various things. He mentioned he had to leave the game, but before he did, he asked me, Are you the one who experienced that fear? I answered yes. He then asked, Do you have Discord? But I replied no because my mother told me not to use Discord until I was 15. He sent me a friend request, which I accepted it. Then he left the game without saying a word. I felt a little worried. I wonder why Close Maxing knew me. I thought he might be HaNHa092202, but I stopped speculating because it would be rude if he wasn't. After that, I joined an informal natural disaster survival multi-server. I was recording a video intending to send an unofficial natural disaster survival gameplay video to my friend Kay. After returning to the lobby, I saw HaNHa092202 in the same place as 2 days ago. I was so scared that I didn't want to talk to her, but I said, "Why are you here?"
I won't forgive you. Just 2 nights ago, you and I met here while I was playing the game. I realized something. You and I are close to each other. I tried to act you as a friend, but you refused and hurt me. And after that, I kicked all the players out of the game except you. And I kicked you for the last time. I will follow you for the rest of my life.
The moment she uttered those words, she teleported me to a game called You Can't Run Away From Me. The game was very creepy and dark. Then, the screen darkened, and I find myself in a public restroom. There is a pool of blood and a child's red sneakers around it, with an eye in the pool of blood staring at me. I was really scared at this point. Then, HaNHa092202 approached me and said,
You hurt me. I intended to make you regret it for the rest of your life. You said I was the one to blame, but you were guilty. The time has come for you to die.
Those words scared me out of her game. More than 50 minutes have passed since then, playing informal natural disaster survival and other games. But I'm relieved that I can't see her. If something happens again, I might update it here.